Why, hello everybody. Welcome to the clown show where John starts off in a fiasco. What's up?
A roof? Probably some clouds?
What?
You asked what I looked at as a roof? Probably clouds? I don't
John,
know.
you are older than 14. I expect better things from
How
you.
do you know that?
Are you?
This is accurate information.
I thought you were just a 14-year-old who never got his haircut in his life.
Nope. Yeah, not once
Yeah.
in my life.
That's
I also
14
hit
years of
puberty
hair
a
growth.
little early. Yeah.
I see. I have been given an ultimatum by my boss, or my boss's boss. I must get a haircut or start wearing a ponytail.
Oh, don't do that.
Too short for a ponytail right
I
now.
know.
Yeah.
I just broke a paintbrush in my finger and now my middle finger is bleeding.
Uh-oh.
That's how
What
mad I
the-
am.
Today is just a shit show,
How
isn't it?
dare they? I was gonna get a haircut on my own time. I've been lazy. I've been busy. And now they're demanding it? I can't stand that. I'm just gonna bleed throughout this stream. Okay.
Please don't.
Can
Guys,
you wipe it on the camera so that
I
it's
might.
a little bit red
The
tinged?
effect.
I don't know if I can... It's
Fitting for tonight.
It scratched the first layer of skin, but the blood isn't coming. Oh, there's some blood. I'm pushing on it now to get some blood out. It's fine. No big deal. John, how are you?
Outstanding, John.
John,
Let's put it over
how
to
are you?
John.
Yeah, good.
Did you expect everyone to be here in your last fucking game?
No.
I did.
Never.
That's what I did. That's my expectation. Eric, how are you?
Alive. Missing
good.
3 teeth, but you know. That
Only
happens.
3? What happened to the 4th?
Yeah. When I was a teen, I have a hole. There's a hole in my jaw on this side. And when I was a teenager, they wanted to like explore and figure out why there was a hole in my jaw. They didn't find out the reason, but they did let bacteria get inside the hole, so it got infected. So they pulled it. So they didn't want to take. They didn't care about taking this wisdom tooth out because I never got a prosthetic. So it doesn't matter how the last molar gets pushed around because I have a whole teeth of space.
A wild ride.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did they give you any good for your face pain?
They gave me a topical anesthetic, which is the reason I couldn't play last week. And then they just gave me the pseudominophen that I stopped taking after that day because I don't need it.
I would have loved to have you here with the topical anesthetic. That would have been great.
That would have been pretty fun. Just saying, Eric. One day we're gonna take psilocybin on stream.
Now good, I would smash it with a hammer.
My talking
that?
wasn't that impeded.
True.
It was just like the texture right here, like gave me the pins and needles that felt like cold fire.
Well, Eric, as is tradition, when you miss a session, it's your turn to do the recap. But I'm getting the sneaking suspicion you did not watch last week's VOD at all.
I got it. I totally got it.
Yeah.
So, see, the thing here is, okay, it's really, really obviously simple, okay? We made it to the city of blinding lights.
Yeah.
Probably with Irithil's help.
Oh, shit.
And then, through some type of bullshittery nonsense, as is our way, somebody is stuck in web, and Gibby is trying to kill himself, as per usual. There, perfect recap.
You were up there till the very end, which is... And then you messed up, right at the end, but then you got to the very end, and that was correct. It's like you jumped a step, but I enjoy that. Good job. Does anyone have anything else they want to add to the recap before we start?
Yeah, I'll fill in this little middle segment. We went and talked to the prince, and He's smart. He's wearing a crown, a la Igor style, and he seems competent as a leader.
It's true.
We landed atop the Museum of Freedom in Concord, and now we're learning history.
Freedom in Concord?
Wait, so
Connecticut?
the tyrant's ship has landed on the Museum of Freedom?
No, we airdropped, ODST style.
As
Yeah,
you do.
but from the tyrant's ship. That's just poetic.
Sure.
Not in a good way, but
Okay. It is the 18th going on the 19th. It is nighttime. You are in a museum of ancient history. Somewhere in the City of Blinding Lights, probably where I have circled on the map. Which my camera has been over this entire time. You have all been skulking through, in large part thanks to Gibby and his Skelegate key. Where he's been opening locks and moving through. What the fuck is going on with your glasses, John? They're getting bigger and bigger? Is this a trick?
What are you talking about?
You're doing some Peter Jackson camera fuckery. There we go. Oh, it's like the Matrix 3D. You entered a
Whoa.
big diorama of the world in one of the ancient history sections. Having walked through some big old doors, you opened them up. No big deal. And then you watch as Gibby begins to play with a model of the moon, which is probably not to scale, but it also says it's completely to scale. Circling around a very artistic representation of the world, and it currently sits between where the sun model is, currently unlit. As Gibby begins to start rotating them, trying to line them all up, doing so in an odd fashion, a shadow begins to spring into, or manifest into, a physical form. Although he is not surprised, mechanically, just due to the fact that he is equipped with an Ioun Stone that takes away the surprise mechanic, he is being struck out as this creature's readied action goes off, breaking invisibility. And we are going to shift to a battle map that John made in quite literally 10 minutes, so don't be mad. And you all watch as this bird-like monster appears. And we are going to get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, sad piano music. Come here, Cry Havoc.
Okay.
We're
hey,
blasting.
John, I don't know if you know this, but your train tracks are in a circle.
Yeah, I fucking had really big problems with my train tracks. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to call attention to it.
Yeah. Fuck you. Okay.
Yeah, shit like that.
With that, everybody, please roll initiative, because although Gibby's not surprised, you guys are. I'll get Gibby and
Oh god, it's a bird!
Meager.
Right?
It is a bird
Surprise
demon
for me.
standing a full 8 feet tall. Its skin is pustule black as if he has suffered a full body bubonic plague. Its wings, for it has wings, grow with fiberglass feathers, and he just seems to be absorbing all of the light in the room, which only comes from Gibby's drop flashlight. As this thing rolls initiative and rolls poorly. Luckily, we're all surprised! Its ready action goes off! Wah! So Gibby will not be surprised, but this thing will get one attack at advantage. Only one. For a 19. I don't know what Gibby's AC is. I'm playing everyone's characters today. Gibby has 16 AC. He will suffer a whopping 15 points of damage. Big ouchie. Ouchie poo. That brings us into actual initiative now, and that brings us to Gibby. Gibby! / Runt. Who can forget Runt? This brave little guy. I guess he has a weapon? He doesn't have a shield equipped.
presumably.
I guess he'll use his Chevy Silverado in both hands. Or would he dodge? He's a coward. Would he steady aim? Would he steady aim attack? That's what he does.
Oh, yeah, every time.
Yeah, he's gonna steady aim and then he's going to strike once at advantage. Two-handed. 21. Let's fish for a crit. Nope. Okay. He will get sneak attack on top of this, though. Which is apparently 46. For 19 plus 9 is 28. And it is indeed silvered. Ow! Yeah. Meager surprise, Gunther surprise, Yugu. This thing gets its one turn. And it is going to use its action to cone attack you all first. In a 30-foot cone. Getting quite literally everybody. Like so. And then everyone please make me dex saves as we just speed through combat.
May I not be surprised with my 23 passive perception? May I
You did a perception check. And failed.
Okay.
I know.
Dex save.
Dex saves. I threw this together quickly. Don't want to write lore. Only 20. Half on a success. I see 2 successes. Eric's a failure, and then Meager has to make his. Go ahead and subtract 10 for the successes. Everyone else will suffer the full 20. Meager, here's your dex save, Meager. Alright, you're going to 28, Meager. And if Runt passes this one, he automatically takes nothing because he has evasion now. So he passes and takes nothing.
On this map.
Do you not see anything?
Nope.
Hang on.
I can.
There we go. Can you see now?
Dynamic lighting is a really cool tool.
Yes, I can see. Thank you.
You're welcome. I forgot to turn your token's vision off. My bad. Okay, that was its first part of its multi-attack. Now it's just gonna beat the shit out of Gibby. 30 will crit. 16 will just hit. For 11 more. And Gibby is going to use his reaction to have the crit, which is probably a good thing. So that becomes 34, halve to 17?
Yeah.
Okay. God. Alright, Run is down to 20 as Run acts, and now we all can play the game. As John speeds through the fucking surprise round. Because surprise rounds exist, guys. Alright. Run's taking a lot of damage. He's going to... What would Runt do, guys? You tell me.
Oh, I'm a fucking moron. That makes sense.
Guys, tell me what Runt's doing.
He's getting it, obviously.
Does he have any
Alright.
way to disengage, like a bonus
he's a
action
rogue.
Yeah,
disengage?
he's a rogue.
Wait, so did he have a bonus action? Could he have bonus action dodged before on the?
He
previous
can't
round?
dodge, but he can disengage.
It's only bonus action disengage.
Monks get the dodge one.
Yeah, hit and then disengage. Okay.
Okay, Runt will
Out of
swing. He will just swing normally because this, he wants movement to run away. The 12 misses. It clatters against the fiberglass wings this thing uses to defend itself. And then he, bonus actions, he's gonna disengage. Right? We're all in agreement, right? This isn't John saying this?
Right.
Run for his life.
Alright. Cunning action. He's going to disengage. He'll take a single step, and then we will get to see... Oh shit, is this not the one that has Sentinel Strikes? This does have Sentinel Strikes. There we go. And then he's going to take an attack of opportunity anyway, because that's why. Yes! Good thing Runt has his reaction again. I'm sorry, guys. I really enjoyed that one, though. Alright, he suffers 11 and then runs behind Nav, and he's like, ow! It's banned. Marvel's turn gets to go now. Guys, what does Marvel do?
wizard stuff.
This wizard stuff for sure.
I
Say
can
something really pathetic, and then
hang on. Let's give everyone access to the sheet. All right, and it can be edited. So if you're a griefer, now's the time to hop into the game.
Boy.
All right, you should be able to see Marvel's character sheet. The red dots are things he has prepared. It looks like he has no 4th level. He has 3 3rd levels, 2 3rd levels, or 3 second levels. Jesus. And 3 1st levels. 8 equals. Wow.
are we webbing again?
Magic missiles never a failure.
Seems
guys.
pretty good to me, yeah.
I was mostly memeing, but yeah. If we want to web, we can web.
He casts web.
Can you web him between these 2 balls here?
Oh, we're always webbing between the balls. Alright, he conjures a thick mass of sticky webbing. At a point within range, it fills a 20-foot cube. This is what a 20-foot cube looks like. So he will get it. The webs fill a 20-foot cube, blah, blah, blah. Webs are difficult terrain. What's the save? What's the save, John? Guys,
Dex
what's the
saving
save?
throw.
Is it a dex?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll make a dex save. Phew. Easily passing. What happens on a success?
Not restrained.
Oh, it starts its turn there. Oh. Okay, we should have waited. So we'll just bank that, and now we know it's not webbed. But it'll still be in difficult terrain, which is probably a good thing. Did I do good, Kushim? Marvel asked you, his new dad, Gunther.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I thought your name was Kushim. It's actually Gunther.
Okay. No problem, son. Things get confused in the heat of battle. Well, I'm gonna use my emboldening bond here to bond some people together. I'm gonna bond Runt and Nav and, how about myself? Bound together, but...
I will denote this by
Thank you
orange.
very much. It's a roll of d4. And then I'm gonna go around over to here. I still, like, see pretty clearly.
There's this giant fucking sphere in your way, so no, you cannot.
Let's see. I thought it was sort of up above. Okay.
No, it's on a train track that can be pushed around by, like, kids who are working together. On an
Oh, shit.
uneven, yeah.
What ridiculousness is this?
You wanna
How about
have
there? Can I
fun!
see him?
Oh yeah, you can see
Can I
his
see
tail.
him now?
Yeah, totally.
Okie dokie. Probably then. Thank
Just use your top right square to, you know. Yeah,
Okie
peek.
dokie. That's me.
That's it? Okay. By the way, you are invisible. Yugu, you are also invisible, I believe, right?
No. Me and
Okay.
Gibby run with the visible ones.
Understood. You are not invisible, and you're staring this thing down. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use my action. Hang on, I want to find it and put it in the chat. Do my performance. I'm gonna make a box and hide in the box, John.
Okay, so you're gonna use your action to conjure, like, an actual crate?
Like, think more metal cage. Yeah, like a big steel cage about
Like
myself.
a shark cage?
Yes.
Alright, you jump up
It
a
should
little,
be
conjure the
one
cage,
size.
you're in there now. I'm gonna give your metal bars an AC of like 15, and an HP value of 50, we'll say. That seems more than fair.
That's fine.
And the only
This
person I can
cage,
see is-
notably, has no locks or doors on it. You are literally in, like, an anti-bear defense right now. Sound good?
And of course, yeah, I love it. Exactly what
Alright.
I wanted. Bonus action, mode of inspiration, give it to Vunt. I don't know what you're gonna do with this, but don't die.
Alright, and with that, now this thing begins to charge you right into... Well, actually, it'll get right there. Hang on, how much speed did it use? It used 20. It has 50. Okay, then that would give it 5 to spare.
Did it? Okay, I was gonna say, it's still, this web still count as difficult terrain.
Yeah, it has 50 movement speed. It
Okay.
can make it.
That's fine.
Oh, it has 40, so it just makes it to there. Rushes out, is not webbed, and then now that it can see Meager, who is visible, why is there? Okay, there we go. He's still concentrating on the invisibility for you two, however. No, wait. Is Web concentrate? Alright, no one's invisible anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
I mean, it seems it's got true sight anyway. Forget it.
Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
I mean, it was just running to run to kill him, but
Wait. So if it couldn't see us, why did it breath us?
breath Gibby.
Okie dokie.
Okay, cool. And Yugu, I guess. But
Yeah, he hit the two people.
dear Eric, this is a message to you. I hope you don't think it's a.
I didn't mean to post that.
All right. Good meme, I guess. It can see a cage of metal. It can see Nav. It's gonna see if its breath weapon recharges. I don't think it cares, even if it does, but we're gonna see. It does. It's gonna stab. It's gonna, you know what? It's just gonna beat up Nav for a second. Nav, you're in the way. You want to get hit, right? 24,
Oh, I love it.
14.
The first one does.
All right, take 20. What does it want to do? It's just gonna do it again. Fuck you. Yeah, it's 23. Boom! For another 14. Suffer his wrath as it becomes Nav's turn. Nav, kill this thing in one hit. You know you can.
Ah, God, I fucking hope, because he did 3/4 of my health with his 2 rounds.
Yes, he is huge. He is big. He wants to kick your ass.
Okay, well, I'm gonna curse him.
You curse him. He is Slayer's cursed.
That's my
We will
bonus
denote that
action,
with purple.
and I'm gonna swing at him twice.
You swing twice. The 21 is not a critical. The 22 is not a critical.
Sorry.
But these both hit.
It's a critical because when we have Slayer's Curse on him, it's 17 to 20.
That you rolled a
On the
14.
die roll.
Oh, is it on the roll and not the modifier? Okay.
Yeah, that'd be insane. I'd give you like a 50% critical chance there, Chief. Do
Yeah,
you wish to
and-
Eldritch Smite?
Yes.
Okay, please do that. You can only do one per turn, by the way. We misunderstood how
Oh,
that
that's
worked.
right. That's right. I remember talking about that.
Yeah, so 7, 8, 16, 20, and then whatever you roll here. It's like fucking 5d8 or something. Oh, if you have a 4th level spell slot.
4d8.
I think it's 5d8. Is it 4d8?
Yes, it is, because you get initial 1 and then 1 per level.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you're just a better paladin. With less smites. Oh my god, plus 31. Alright. What kind of damage is this? Is this necrotic? Is this force? Can you link Eldritch Smite? It does
It
have
is
some
force.
necrotic resistance. Okay. Oh, it doesn't have necrotic resistance. It has radiant resistance. What the fuck?
Weird.
Oh, I know why these things have them now. Okay, it's force damage, you say? Then it takes it all.
yes.
We go to 69 health to 38
Nice.
health. Okay. And Runt, sensing his opportunity to live, steps up, flashlight in hand, sword in the other one. He moves, so he cannot steady aim, but he will attack normally. And it would proc sneak attack. 17 just hits for 24. Not killing it, unfortunately. Bringing it down to 14. Meager. What does Meager do, guys? He casted Web. Web was kind of a Fluke.
Magic missile.
He's gonna
Fifth
magic
level.
missile.
8th level.
8th level? Too bad he's a scrub. Okay.
3rd level.
Oh my god, it doesn't roll all 3. That's a good roll, though.
More of those.
5 plus 2d4 plus 2. For 5 plus 7's what?
13, 12.
13. 13. 12. 12.
It brings it to 1
We
HP.
can do basic math, I promise.
Kunzer, it's your turn.
Oh god. Okay.
Pass your fist through his face.
I'm a pacifist. That's good. I got it after you said it. Hold on. No, okay. Wait, hold on. Let me see if that emboldening thing. It's too late anyway. Attack roll, ability check, or damage roll.
You have Sacred Flame.
Saving throw. No. I don't have Sacred Flame. I don't have any damage spells. Take me instead! You're too young to die, Runt. Is it 60 feet, I think?
Are you gonna healing word him?
No, I'm gonna do my favorite. Life transference.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
So I take 22 and he heals 44.
Oh my god.
This is a really good spell now that it's in the cleric list.
This is fucking insane. What the fuck? Oh my god, alright. Take 22 damage, I guess. Fuck. Have you? Actually? Have you
I will.
Okay.
Do so now.
No, you're good. You go.
I mean,
You go. It has 1 HP and it's about to take its turn.
vicious mockery.
You're gonna. If you fucking mock it to death, what's the save? Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom of 15.
Okay. Well.
Hey, I can hide better than you. Look at you. You can't hide anything. Oh shit.
Okay. It is going to.
Oh wait. Let me. Mote of inspiration, Nav.
That's fine. It's gonna breath weapon you guys now. I'm gonna say Meager ran off a little bit because he's not dumb. He is quite smart. So it's just gonna be you three. You three are gonna get breath weaponed right now for 18. Fuck, that was a really bad roll. That's an okay roll.
I'm definitely gonna use the moat on this.
All right, make your deck save.
Whatever.
Yugu passes, suffer 9.
Oh, I don't need to.
Oh.
And Runt, deck save.
Suffer.
That is
also
a
D4?
pass. It's a pass. Yeah,
Oh,
everyone
okay.
passes. And since
What was
he
it?
has evasion, Runt takes nothing. Unfortunate. And now it's going to use its other 2 moves to stab Nav to death. 19 and... Fuck. Unfortunate. Well, Nav, kill it! It's got 1 hit point. You can't kill me. I got 16 AC. Alright.
Well,
Wow.
Wait. Use your
Use your
inspiration
D4s.
and your
The moat!
enemies, yeah.
Oh, okay. The D4 will bring up the 15 and kill it outright. You miss with the first attack, no big deal. Maybe you would have hit with the first attack, who really cares? And then the moat of your pacifist friend pushes you onward just a little bit more, and you swing the pickaxe into its fleshy neck, obliterating its head. It begins to turn into a viscous slop, just like molasses. Smells sweet and sickly, and then begins to hyper-deteriorate. You have killed the Foul One champion of the Crow. Good job.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Now what?
I'm trapped in a cage for 3 more hours.
Wait, really?
Cage.
I'm pretty sure I can't make it go away. Let me check.
All right,
much
guys. Well,
appreciation.
one of your so we're missing 2 players, and then one of our players currently here does an action to the point where he can't play. All right, cool.
AC 15, 50 hit points. Nav can take that down.
I was
no
about to say,
worries.
I got it.
All right, so
I have
now
the weapon suited for it.
Nav is about to use a military war pick against a couple of metal bars. Hell yeah. As Nav starts going to town to free Yugu, who unnecessarily trapped himself, and in fact, made himself like a sardine in a sardine can for this thing. What does... I guess, what does, Gunther do?
Coming up here. How much HP? Nav, how you doing, buddy? You look pretty beat up.
Yeah, he hurt a lot. I like his sword.
You still have that healing word?
Yeah, always, of course.
Okay, Nav, take my blood.
Going to once again do the thing, and it's gonna knock me unconscious.
Are you kidding me?
And Nav heals 44.
Okay. Sure? Yeah. Here's a healing word. Boom.
Well, let him make a death save. For... No, I'm kidding.
All right. It's just the most efficient means of healing.
You know, it would be really
You know-
fucking funny if that damage killed somebody on accident. Like they
Which
took
one?
max damage and it just killed them outright.
Oh,
Life
yeah, they weren't
transference.
expecting it. Yeah.
I think even with max damage. Oh shit, yeah. Okay. It could happen. I have 43 total. So if I was at like 1 hit point and then I did it.
Yeah? Well then.
All right, what now, friends?
Um,
Muse.
I kind of want to take a nap, if you want to as well, Kante. Anyone else who is kind of fucked up? I'm stuck in here for a little bit, at least, yeah.
Nav has already finished ripping out a bar with his bare hands.
Definitely use a nap. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. I'm going to cast Catnap, myself,
Okay.
Kante, and I guess
Run.
Miga, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I will do Migo's hit dice and remove all players from accessing his sheet. Whoa, not baby boy. There we go. Save changes. Alright, character sheets. Hit dice. He's got 7 left. 4. 8 is 12. Oh. That's not how it works. So that brings him up to 40. And then he will use another one. God, I roll good when it's not my character.
Wait, yeah, holy.
Alright, Meter's back to full HP with 3 hit dice after being at half HP.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
6 and I'm not even.
I roll good for
Oh,
wizards,
bitch.
apparently. Okay. Well then. Nav, while they nap and you rip out the last bar you need for Yugu to run away or get out, what do you and Runt do?
I assume this is like, is this a puzzle of some type we have to solve, or did we just solve it, or what's the...
You guys entered the room. Runt started messing with the moon and the sun thing over here. No one has found the light switch yet for me to remove dynamic lighting. But, you know, it is what it is.
Can I take the flashlight and look around for a light switch?
Yeah. Once you wake up. But I want to hear stuff from Nav right now.
Alright.
Does anybody know what Runt was planning on doing?
Dying?
Because really,
That's
like,
true.
if he was playing with the balls, then I was gonna help him push whatever he needed. But I don't.
Yeah. You guys didn't really inspect the room at all yet.
Oh,
So...
let's just ask Vaunt. He's in the lounge.
Oh, it's in the lounge now. The fuck? Alright, we'll be right back, guys.
That makes it easy.
Yeah. Hey everybody, we're back, and Gibby's here. Hey Gibby,
I,
how you doing?
Jitbug, bro.
I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're
It's
here.
okay. Happy to be here, John. Why don't we get this party started?
Our party's being started right
I'm doing
now.
a bit of my
All right.
impression,
Boom!
say.
Yugu! Nav! You're awake already. Meager and Gunther wake up, having a brief power nap in a jail cell. Runt, you have been staring at these orb and moon orbs for who knows how long. Maybe like 10 minutes, just investigating the mushy carcass remains that have disintegrated into the air around you. It's super gross, super icky. But now you guys are looking for a light switch to see the room, and eventually you'll find it. And I'm just gonna instead increase Runt's light radius to like 400 feet. As soon as I get on the right screen. There we go.
Shine
It's
bright
so
like a
bright in here
diamond.
now.
Boom. We'll do 200 feet instead. Let there be light, he says. And there is now light. Welcome to it.
God?
God is here.
God,
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Nog?
No.
Who the fuck is Nog?
Yeah, you're in this big old room. There's actually murals and like, oh, the celestial body paintings, and this is the first ever telescope that some dude created 1,000 years ago. But John did not have enough time to fill out the map any more than what this is. I'm lazy. What do you want from me? Honestly, we don't even need to be here. We don't even need this map anymore. We're leaving this map. I'm embarrassed.
Okay.
Alright.
To the void you go.
I like the orbs.
The orbs are there still, but now they're in your mind. And I can't take
My
anything out of there
mind.
yet.
You sure can't.
Why are the balls always in my mind?
I'm safe inside my mind.
Until they invade there too.
Alright. You guys are in a museum. You are looking for... What? What are you looking for? That was a pretty clear sign that something's amiss. You just fought a fucking demon.
We're
Made
looking
of
for
Birds.
stuff and things and like foul ones, bro, because they're
Like a
hiding.
sick ritual.
They're hiding the staff that I totally want to give to Mr. Stormman.
Yeah.
Because he's really angry that he doesn't have it.
Ooh,
That's all
are
I
these
know.
orbs? Only 2 of them or many?
One sun, one moon, and then the world.
And we can whirl the orbs around.
Yeah. It'd be a
Twirl,
great,
boy.
fun, like, team building exercise for kids. And now that you have, like, turned the light on itself, you can notice that, oh man, this big sun orb has a light source in it, built within, that you can, like, fuck with and turn on.
Whoa,
Yeah,
let's
let's
turn
do
that
that.
on.
Yeah, you turn it on, but the rest of the room is already lit, so then one of you has to go and turn the light off again. And...
Baited!
without the... what do you call it? Without moving them, the way that is currently... it is currently positioned is the sun is rising in the east, the moon is right in front of it, and is sort of like blocking the light of the world. This weird eclipse-like fashion is throwing quite a lot of shadows around the room. What would you like to do?
Can I
Yes,
go
John,
look at
check some
the
notes.
Earth orb to see if I can find a world pillar on it somewhere?
Yeah, totally. Give me a investigation check. Because John wonders where the fuck his actual notes for the session went. Okay, here they are.
Investigation +1. 3.
Maybe it's more abstract than what... there's, like, a lot of stained glass and, like, oh, this isn't supposed to show what the actual world is, but it's supposed to represent what the world is. Like, here's where there used to be a big mountain range. And it's, like, really, really, like, it's big. It would, like, get kids' attention and be like, oh my god, the world's huge.
Big ball.
Yeah, it's a big fucking ball. But, to Yugu, you're like, okay, I'm looking for detail here, not just fucking... Where's the world pillar, bro?
So, no world pillar?
None that you can see, no.
What you doing over there, Crimson Capitan?
Just, I was looking for the world pillar, but this is, I don't know. Got no details on it.
Sounds like a good idea. I go and help him out?
To do what?
Yeah, look for the world pillar. I like that
Look
idea.
for a zit on the planet.
There is no world pillar.
Okay, I mean, well, alright.
World
I
pillar
thought,
needs to exist.
fair enough. I thought a 3 was like, you failed. I was gonna help with that.
You
yeah.
suck, you have no eyes. Like, no. It just took me a long time to look at the whole orb and go, I was pondering this orb for too long.
Yeah, this isn't like a geographic, like, sphere that you throw around, like, as an ornament. Or a globe. This isn't a globe, right? This is like, this is what people think the world looks like. And it's mostly made out of, like, this hard, multicolored glass.
Remove the moon, and so that the light of the sun is shining into the little glass thing.
Are you ordering someone to do this, or are you actually doing this?
I'm requesting of you, John. Is this?
John, the DM, joins the room and moves the orb for you.
Nodge,
Excellent.
Hail Nodge summons himself here.
Nosh shows up.
I will move the room, the moon,
Move the boom.
Yeah,
Move
you
the
move the moon.
and leave the moon in place.
You begin... Wait, you leave the moon in place, or do you move the sun?
I move the entire moon. Sorry, I was having a thing. It's the moon.
Hunter, you feel like you are reliving a hallucinogenic trip right now as you move the moon. You could have sworn you had a dream once where you did such a thing with your bare hands, and here you are. You move it in a direction, I suppose it doesn't matter. What does this... Moons don't orbit around the world, guys. Everybody knows that. And you move the moon. The sun blares its lights all over this area, and now behind the world, behind, clear as day, the shadows begin to... Or the light goes in to the world itself, and then it refracts into multicolors, and you watch as the weird room-sized kaleidoscope effect begins to take place. Gunther, if you're not tripping, you definitely are now, but to everyone else, this is some, like, oh, this is some pretty cool shit.
Hey, yo, Nav, it's a rave party.
Not without your cocaine.
I could
Yeah,
make some.
well-
Oh, well, I could make some cocaine.
Whenever if you guys decide to, like, move the sun, the patterns will begin to change as well.
Yeah. You got me.
It's a disco ball.
See if these patterns, make anything recognizable.
Yeah. Give me a perception check, I guess. As you try to find meaning in the colors. What is Navrun and Yugu doing during this time? As Gunther begins to trip out.
While they're moving the moon, I would have checked out, like, the different shadows, because you mentioned, like, the share shadows from the light that are dancing across the wall, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, see if they, like, point to anything in particular, or if they're, like, having read some books of Castle Power, he wants to know if there's, like, some funny little device or doodad that's, like, light-based, that's being hidden. Like, if you point the light in just the right way, it shows something hidden.
Okay. That sounds like an investigation to me. Is anybody helping him in this?
I'm a pretty observant fellow. I would give him some tips on how to do that. And
You're looking
that
at
would,
light. Gunther, you've already declared your
Come on!
action.
Come on!
You've
Give me
declared
my
your
guidance.
action, Gunther! You're looking for meaning
Come
in
on!
light! Let other players play!
Let me use my guidance cantrip. I didn't take any damaging ones.
You cannot both guide and search. I'm so sorry. Nav, Yugu, what are you doing as Runt begins to search for shadows? Declare
I
me
wanted to
something.
go look at the telescope. The world's first telescope. See if it's real.
It is a real telescope, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna point it at the sun and then the moon and the earth. See if I see anything.
Alright, you begin to fuck around with the telescope. That is like... So the mount itself is basically welded to the plaque it's at, so like kids can't like shove it over. So you have to like find the locking mechanism like on the rotating bit between legs and telescope itself to like truly do it. And then you like slap the wall with the point you're supposed to look into.
Like, oh,
And
fuck,
you're pretty
it's
sure
this
this
way.
isn't part of John's puzzle.
You do learn how a telescope works so you can make one later.
This is true, I suppose.
Meager's in the lounge too.
Oh,
Okay.
cool party.
Full party, bro.
We're actually getting there.
Alright, hang on. Hello, we're back with everybody this time. We're all here.
I'm gonna make that investigation roll now.
Yeah, go ahead and make the investigation roll as we don't explain what's happening to Orion at all. Orion, we have just fought. I was hoping someone would, like, step up and explain what happened like we did for
I just got
Dippy.
here.
Orion, we fought a big monster. We killed it pretty easily. Nothing of note truly has happened yet. And now, as Sean D100 system rolls its investigation check, go fuck yourself, Gibby. We are experimenting with a light, trying to figure out a puzzle. You are looking for shadows. Gunther's looking for light. Nav, are you doing anything, or are you just T-posing like a robot?
I'm just raving.
Okay, you're just dancing to the music in your head.
He's doing tear jump.
Alright, cool.
What do you mean? Nav's a flosser. Come on.
True. You floss. Okay. We'll resolve Gunther first. Gunther, you begin to look for patterns of light within the room. And you... Let me read my puzzle. Yes, you will probably see it almost around the same time that Runt will see it within the shadows as well. These lights are creating big, single word sigils as it refracts into the globe itself. And whenever the moon begins to rotate towards it or collect upon it, basically the moon is what is catching shadows, and those shadows are becoming sigils. And if you keep moving the moon and just like keep the sun where it's at, words will begin to appear, one letter at a time.
Whoa. Funny little words.
Yeah.
What do the words
Are
say,
those
John?
words?
What do the numbers mean?
There's magical sigils. If only one of you had comprehend languages. Do any
want
of
to
you speak
request-
ancient
I mean, if one
Ulathaean?
of us wasn't a traitor.
I want to retro class comprehend languages.
Alright, cool. As Meager begins to do this, he thinks about the web and magic missile he casted before taking a cat nap. And then that's all. That's your spells that you've cast, by the way, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Your spell slots should be where they're supposed to be. Okay. Anything you guys want to say or do in this 10-minute little grace period? Or are we just speed running?
Speedrun, speedrun, speedrun.
Alright, we speed run.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes go past. You begin to write down the sigils, Meager, and from writing them down, you can quickly begin to transcribe some bullshit. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Indeed.
Okay. I fucked up a little bit. I've switched my puzzles around. Oh,
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Time to combine puzzles.
yeah, I'm having to, like, mentally do gymnastics here, guys. You will
The
find
room suddenly
some...
changes.
The room doesn't change. Well, perhaps you'll notice
Well, I was
something
gonna
now.
say, the room suddenly changes as Nog realizes he has fucked up.
True. And it's Naj. What you can translate from this, Meager, is that there is a poet who has written down some words, messaging perhaps people in the future to, you know, read what they have to say. They're not the greatest nor the best poet in the world, but you know, when you're a level 6 bard living in a world where the level cap's 10, you do what you can to survive. And it says, "The sun creates light, the moon chases after, in the shadow beyond I linger. For those that seek the path, never leave course, or you shall suffer my guardian's force." Yeah. Once you do a full
Read out.
rotation... hang on, I'm not done. I have to combine the
Oh.
other puzzle. I'm so sorry. If
Double
no one
plus
takes
power.
notes, that's fine. As soon as you finish the full rotation of the moon to finish out the puzzle and rest it where you initially found it, you will look now clearly in the eclipse behind the world on the western side wall. There is a lot of darkness gathering in a circular pattern, as though a portal has formed in the shape of a sphere.
Oh boy, I missed Kate.
Sure.
Who wants to go in the super scary portal? Because I do.
I'm up for it.
All right,
Yeah.
come on, run. Let's go die.
Woohoo! He just waddles over. I'm ready to go stab more things.
Suicide.
What are we, some sort of suicide squad?
Not anymore. Get out. You're banned. Unsubbed.
Real.
Take 10d10 psychic damage immediately.
True and based. Yeah, you guys can head to the portal. As John combines two fucking puzzles. He was...
So did anyone
jump
get
up.
that poem down? Maybe
Yeah.
not so important anymore.
I guess not. No.
Something,
The
follow the
chorus.
path or feel my force.
Yeah.
Something light shadow, guardian,
Yeah.
go into the black hole.
You got the big gist of it.
Okay.
I could
Alright.
type 30 words per minute.
Listen,
I do not.
we're gonna
how.
go in and we're gonna fight. It's
There
what
once
happens
was a
every
man
time.
from
Fine.
Maelstrom.
Can you not talk with your mouth full, Eric? You barbarian.
Eh,
I could, but how are people gonna see what I'm eating?
True. How am I? It's called seafood for a reason.
God. Who jumps in the portal? What's the marching order? It may matter.
Me first.
All right, Rock goes
Me
first.
second.
Oh,
All right, Meager
third.
goes next. Gunther. You
Then
go.
I'm gonna assume Nav before
Yep.
you, because Yugi's gonna
I'll
go
pick up
last
the
no matter
rear.
what.
All right. Rick, New York. All right. RMKNY. You guys head on in to the western portal of the room. It will, after about a minute, begin to disappear. But that's no big deal. I mean, there's got to be an exit out the other side, right?
Uh huh.
John
we'll
wouldn't
make
just
one.
trap his party without giving them warning, right?
Well,
Mile?
you know.
You jump into a hallway. Thanks to Runt's beautiful flashlight and Nav's incredible dark vision and Meager's average dark vision, you guys can see within this dark hallway. You are standing in about a 15-foot wide, forever long, and 12-foot high hall. And you, on the edges of the wall, can see some cool shit. There's, like, weird artistic statues, there's busts, there's even some weapons, Runt. They have works of art from a bygone age. This looks to be like a secret display case or display area. You can only imagine how many kids must have like gotten lost in here just by being dumbasses and moving the entire moon in a rotation.
Damn. I bet that's probably trapped or something.
Yeah,
They deserve it.
We should wait
You-
until we kill stuff before we loot.
true.
But I definitely want that shiny thing over there.
Yeah,
Like sharp.
you find a very sharp looking, what appears to be a crossbow.
Ooh.
It's silvered. It's
Ooh.
it's gleaming off your flashlight.
I'll come back for you later.
So what do you guys do?
How does the floor look? Any signs of a
Tiled.
trail?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all tiled. There are gray, what do you call it? Gray, well, just tiles, I guess. These big old fucking, just simple squares grounded to the floor, or grouted to the floor. And you are standing on the suspicious albino one. The white, onyx? Onyx is white, right?
Oh, next
Oh,
one's
that's
black.
my-
Onyx is
Yeah.
black.
Completely incorrect.
I'm thinking
Marble?
of a pearl. or
Albany.
marble.
Pearl, alabaster. Ivory.
Why don't you tell us, Rockman?
Oh,
What
true.
color
Onyx
is?
is black.
I'm not even like super into rocks, man.
He's a fraud.
Well,
Because
whatever
Gunther's more of
this
a-
white marble-like
It is
stone is, it is pretty. It's pretty.
Okay.
You're standing on these like pretty white tiles that are surrounded by charcoal gray.
Does anyone want a 10-foot pole to start poking the ground with, or should I start it?
I'm happy to poke see.
Here you go. I'm gonna take out my 10-foot pole, start reattaching it so it's its full length, and just give it to Gunther.
All right, so Gunther is 10 feet behind you on my marching order. So,
I'll just-
After the
I'll reassemble it, and I'm literally going to like hand it to the person behind me, being like, "Here, hand this back to Gunther." and we're just
Okay.
gonna fucking, like
Hand it back to you.
almost like an assembly line, like
No, I
hand
mean,
things back.
by the time Gunther hits the tile with the 10-foot pole, you would have already surpassed that limit, right?
I mean, is it like just one straight line, or can we like go in? Because I'm saying is like we
You're
can
in a
go this
15-foot
direction.
hallway that goes on seemingly forever right now. Out
Yeah.
beyond, your range of light and vision.
We're
So-
on like a 15 by 15 white tile thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that is gray. Okay, well, I step up next to Runt.
Okay. Are you gonna shove Meager out of your way to do so?
I don't see why I would, but I guess I'm looking at the floor. What's
Guys, I'm gonna be real with
Yeah.
you. Because maybe I talk too fast. The puzzle is you literally need to stay in a line. You're conga lining this. And if one of you steps
Okay,
off the
fine.
line, something bad is gonna happen. So, with that being said, your brain's all mushed together. I know we're out of it. A lot's been happening to all of us. But don't make me kill you on John's last day. Okay? Please.
I mean, it'd be completely appropriate for me to die, but alright, yeah. Let's conga line this.
Okay.
Conga line into hell.
Runt, can you please just use your 10-foot pole that you so desperately want someone to use, but apparently won't use yourself? Even though you
Okay,
are
I'm
leading
just-
the group.
I'm just so short, but I'll lead with my 10-foot pole, so it'll be
Thank
a
you.
13-foot pole.
We're just making it a little too complicated for me. I'm losing my mind, Mr. Underground! Ah. Okay. You lead through the hallway. Yeah, we're going on a break real quick. I'm sorry. We're back, guys. The Clown Town music is here as we're just gonna go. We're just clowning. I've got my red nose on in my mind, and that's all that matters. You guys begin walking down this hallway. There's beautiful murals to your left. There's tantalizing items. There is a sack of just pure platinum right next to you in a glass case, easily breakable. And if it's not breakable, you've got a skeleton key, a skelegate key. You can open any gate with your skeleton key. A skelegate. How tempted are we? Now that John has told you outright, if you get off the path, you will die.
You know, still pretty tempted.
Into the
Because,
10-foot pole?
But like, what if I was only off for about 6 seconds?
True.
Maybe. But what if I die only a little bit, but not enough to truly die?
These are all good questions.
If we stay in line, can we like have Gibby turn and then?
Peter, you got mage hand.
Wait, can I just throw
Oh
him?
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, why don't we just like attach me to the 10-foot pole and like 3 of you just like lift me off the ground while I'm like, you know, I'm not touching the ground. So I'm still technically on the path.
Yeah,
Everyone's still on the path.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm like, I only weigh like 100 pounds, so the 3 of you just using this 10-foot pole could just move me over. It's a 15-foot wide hallway. We're in the middle of it, so I should clearly be able to go all the way
Yeah.
over. And
At
just
most,
snatch-
you'll need like 5 feet, or at the very least, you'll need 5 feet. So that's like 3 feet of pole you're using for run.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, let's just walk forward.
I wanted to see what would happen. You guys move on. Apparently not tempted. Should have actually rolled the magical items here to tempt you further. John will do that later. And by later, I mean he will get ready to do that in a few minutes. You guys will enter a very spooky, scary room. And why is it spooky and scary? You may ask yourselves, as this hallway reaches an archway and becomes a spherical, not spherical, cylindrical room that begins to wind up and up and up, which is, you know, kind of weird, since you were on the 2nd floor of a museum, and you're pretty sure there were only like 3 floors in total. And there's just a cylindrical spiral staircase that goes upstairs. Why this is spooky is in the middle of the room, dead middle, outside of your little white stone path, there is a broken body, seemingly having fallen and no longer can get up. An aged man, maybe late 80s, crushed under his own weight.
Miga,
Yo, that dude
You-
dead.
turn him over.
Is he
or
alive?
something?
And I poke him with my 10-foot pole.
You reach, you can just barely touch him. He's like at that 9 foot to 11 foot mark, so you like start, you just all hear
Hello?
this crack.
Hello? You alive? It's like, poke, poke, poke.
Mage hand, pat on the body, like shake it a little bit.
Yeah. You move his like fabrics around a little bit.
Check
Ron's
his
gonna turn
pockets.
around. Ron's gonna turn around to face everyone. You're gonna see a very innocent look on his face. Guys, I think he's dead.
No, they're just
So are all
sleeping.
those kids you killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
He
just
turns
went
back
from
normal.
like 0 to 100. Fuck.
Didn't like crush them. I mean that would have been
You're
fun,
right.
but
You put your flashlight up to the ceiling there above him.
wait, hang on. Can I take a little bit of rope out of my backpack, tie the rope around my 10-foot pole, and then use my 10-foot pole as like a longer flashlight?
You want
I
to tie your
mean,
flashlight to
what?
the pole?
Yes?
But like, if it's
Ron-
like,
Ron,
yeah.
I
yeah.
don't think we need that.
I mean, it may not be a good idea,
Mind
but
bigger.
it is idea.
Holy fuck.
So this room we approached,
Yeah.
Is there any, like... Is the pathway we were taking, does it go straight through it, or is this just, like, the end of it?
It goes forward into the room a little bit, maybe about 10 feet of the entire 60-foot diameter, and then it begins to circle around to the start of a staircase that you can see on the other end. So you have to, like, walk across this edge, keeping that, like, 5 foot off the actual wall. But you can... Easy peasy.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is going to the body is staying off the path.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
The closest you'll get to it is maybe 10 feet, 11 feet. And then, like, once you start going, you'll just get farther and farther away.
If you really want to investigate the body, as everyone's staring at it right now, I could use Mage Hand to get a rope around its body and then drag it to us.
Does the body look fresh? Is it a skeleton? Does it
Sure.
smell rotten?
You don't actually smell anything, which is kind of weird. You don't smell the weird, crazy sickness that should be coming off of it. You don't smell the shit as it, you know, excavated its own bowels.
Is it, does its skin look desiccated?
Desiccated. That's a big word for me now. Use another word.
Dried out. Dried out,
Okay.
dehydrated.
No, it doesn't.
Mummified, if you will.
He is not a mummified man's.
Does the hands look stiff? And like...
He either died like 1 second ago, or he's been here an eternity, and there's some magic going on with his body.
Does it look like he dropped from the ceiling somehow? Is that what's happening with the room? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's doing the full Family Guy, like unconscious, you know, arm
like where
over
he's
back and broken knee. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like he could have dropped from whatever the top of the cylinder is. All right, cool.
Yeah.
The entire time we've been walking, has it been the same, like, white marble underneath us while everything else is black?
Yep. It's
And
charcoal
so
gray.
is there a path of white tiles we can walk along, or does
Yeah.
that change when we enter this room?
No, doesn't change at all. It just goes around now rather than cut straight through.
Okay. I guess
I think our choices decide for
Keep
us.
on the path?
Stay on
Forward.
something. Force damage if you get off the path.
Force damage if you get off the path.
That's what Meeker said with the weird translation thingy. I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, I have it written down. I look at it.
You look at it.
What does he see, Nodge?
I read it out.
I'm not gonna reread it to you. I'm sorry. You got the gist of it. Go fuck yourself. It's a one-time puzzle. This won't be useful anywhere else. You guys walk, and you climb up the stairs after about a minute of traversing, looking at more art pieces. And now that you are, like, seeing the paintings, you're like, oh, what sort of madman drew these paintings? What in the actual fuck is going on here? Because each one is like a nightmare hellscape of just, like, a void plain with sometimes terrain, and then, like, a boat. There's just a boat, a regular, like, ocean-faring sailboat. Just sometimes intermixed with, like, brown pigments instead of just black, gray, charcoal, onyx, obsidian, just more and more and more of these, like, shades of different blacks. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? Yeah.
God, I love fucking crazy people.
Sometimes
It's
you'll
like
see,
us.
like, a weird portrait of a
Fucking
creature.
impure.
Yeah, it'll just be, like, a face just being torn apart by, like, wind or something. It's, not the greatest.
These paintings could be about anything. They could even be about a boat.
Sure.
These
Fucking boat.
paintings, do they look like refined, meant to be abstract? Or is this like cavemen painting on a rough stone wall type of look?
This is
You know what I
on,
mean?
like,
Is it
a
like the Mona
canvas.
Lisa or okay.
This is on canvas with, like, inks and, water. No,
Actual pigments.
pastels.
Okay.
Like a Bob Ross painting.
Yeah.
but horror styled.
I mean, you are in a museum. You're in the Psycho Louvre.
Well, let's move forward.
Are there any plaques, like
No.
talking about these paintings at all?
No. No commentary. No dates. You're just here. A monument to some artist who's clearly lost his shit or sees the world in a very different perspective than you all.
They're all behind glass, yeah.
Some
Or
aren't,
some
no.
type of- Ooh.
Some just have
Hey guys,
like
do you think I
they
could-
don't even have like a rope. It's like they're protected by something from the grubby hands of little children.
Do you think I could just poke one of those paintings with my stick?
Yeah, knock it
I
off.
think it's a
See
good
like
idea.
if I could knock it off the wall.
We gonna be art
What's-
thieves today?
what- This is
No, I don't want
definitely.
to. I don't want to take it. I just want to see if I can knock it over, or just like
Oh,
make
well,
it
I kinda
crooked.
wanna
Make
take
it
it.
like, make it like crooked.
I think if we
Like,
affect
next person.
anything, we might have like alarms blaring.
I mean, we
Type
just have to not
deal.
step off the path.
Well, I know the spell about the spell alarm is very common, and like maybe that's what's happening here. But
Doesn't that
permanently
only
or
work if a
something.
creature goes through it? Not a stick?
I don't know how powerful spells like that work. Maybe it's anything.
Right, just
Alright,
poke it.
okay, I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna poke.
Are you
The
trying to
one
like
with the-
knock it off whatever's like holding it?
I'm
or-
just like trying to jostle a little bit to see like how effectively like is it like stuck to the wall or is it just like loosely hanging on the wall? You know, because it can like look like it's mounted nicely on the wall, but if I just like with the stick, like is it gonna like become curved or is it like held in place?
So it's hung up on all four corners. So
Okay.
if you want to like get it off one hook and make it crooked, you could in theory do that. That'd probably be like a strength check. Or you could try to knock it all off and I'll give you that one for free since eventually you're going to figure out the angle to knock it off. So I don't know.
Well, I could do it. It seems like it's not loosely hanging on, but it's also not like super like glued to the wall. So you want me to try and grab one of these paintings for you, Nav, and just knock it to the floor and just kind of drag it over here and see what happens?
I'm not that invested.
We're
Okay.
on a mission to
If
kill
we don't
Chrome,
die,
remember?
they'll hopefully still be here on the way out.
Okay, I'm just gonna knock the painting over then and leave it.
Okay, you knock the painting over and begin to walk away with everyone, going down the path. The painting will, it won't just immediately fall. You like, you hit it once, it begins to like look like it's jostling over. You guys begin to part a little bit. But Nav and Yugu in the back will watch it truly fall, and it falls straight through this charcoal gray flagstone beneath. It just sinks immediately. None of you hear the clatter of like the wooden frame against hard stone. It just.
Is it like sinking as if through mud, or is it like straight through? As
It
if
goes
it's air?
straight through. Like it's no big deal at all.
Yeah, cool.
Can I step up and hold on to Nav's hand?
Yeah, you can hold on to Nav's hand.
Okay, yeah. If I fall, you'll hold on to me. right?
Oh, that's such a good idea. And Nav is gonna take the hand that Yugu's holding and pick him up and like dangle his feet on the charcoal to see if his feet go through it.
Okay.
I don't think Nav's strong enough.
Yugu, you are so
We'll
smart.
just
Oh,
drop
no,
him.
I just thought it would be funny for the memes.
Yeah.
14?
But you're not a big strong guy, Nav. If you were a barbarian with 20 strength, I would be whatever. But you got like... I think you are at the strength of Runt. So, go fuck
I
yourself
have-
first of all. And
I
stop
have
bullying
10.
your player. You have 10 strength, Runt?
Yeah, I normally have -8. The only reason I have 10 is because of the stealth suit.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Jeez. I forgot how
Anyway,
weak Runt was.
Anyway,
yeah,
I guess
I have incredibly bad stats. I have 2 good stats, so that's it.
I mean, you
Anyway.
can bully Yugu if you want. Just choke slam him. Be like the Undertaker, Nav. Commit! Commit to the bit!
I don't understand that reference.
All you have to do is look him in the eyes while you're holding his hand, wrap one arm around his waist, look longingly into his eyes, and then DDT him.
Send him to the Shadow Realm.
Not
Come
the
on.
Shadow Realm, please.
But I'll walk forward.
We go forward.
Okay.
I
I'm
will keep holding on to Nav's hand, though.
Okay.
So are we just gonna keep holding hands, or should we tell them about that?
Fuck them.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing,
What?
Run. We're good.
Okay.
Just remember not to stray off the path.
Fucking,
Okay.
what is everybody on today? I knocked the painting over. Why not? Fuck those guys. They don't need to tell them. I'm going to dangle my partner of a certain death. Jesus Christ.
This is, we may redo this episode, guys.
We're all
The skunk.
we're all it's actually your fault, John. We're all working out our angst over you leaving.
Sure, John. What the fuck,
Ew.
man?
We're just preparing for what our sessions will be like without our moral anchor.
Oh my
Oh.
god, yes.
Oh, no.
Best case scenario, we get a new player who's our new moral anchor, and then they're
No.
truly just lost.
If anything, it's gonna be the polar opposite. You guys continue up the
Yeah.
path.
Yep.
Clambering up some stairs, you start hopping up. Everyone or not everyone, half of you unaware that stepping off onto this path will immediately shunt you somewhere. And you guys climb for a couple minutes. Going up and up and up, maybe like 300, 400, 500 feet. Each rotation around only increasing your elevation by like 10 or 20 feet. So you guys are doing this for actually quite a long time, actually. Whoever
The
thought
cardio. Huh.
whoever thought of this clearly thought someone could fucking fly like the entirety of it, like, and not need the stairs at all. These stairs are clearly an aesthetic choice as you reach the top, where you can find a landing. It's beautiful, and it leads straight into another fucking door, but this door is like, oh, it's gleaming with grays and silvers, some of which you have seen before. From the very first temple. A weird stone that seems to just catch light weirdly.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that like the one where I had like the glowing wisps
Mm-hmm.
when we first went out against Grug? Or
Yeah.
is it the temple after that?
No, it's the Grug one, yeah. So, Run
Yeah.
Run is familiar with this. No one else is.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally,
the door.
literally no
Yep,
one else is.
that's it.
Wow. Wow. Yikes.
Well,
we're
Ron.
just gonna look at this. Tilda says, huh. That looks familiar. I think I've seen that somewhere. I think that was part of the same material that I've seen in Ulathaean Temple.
Oh, I haven't seen this before.
No, we haven't seen any of the other ones that you've been to. But this was at the first one that I was ever at. The one where all of my... No. Yeah, the one where all of my friends died.
Oh.
Oh, must bring back such memories for you.
Well,
Fuck them.
they're dead.
How do we not do that?
Well, they all died because of a rat man, so...
Like
There's
the
no rat man this
one
time.
we're going to fight?
No,
we're fighting
they...
a bird man.
Yeah, we're fighting Jerome, who's the bird. Well, we don't necessarily need to fight those guys. We just need to like take the staff from them. If we can kill him, awesome. But our main objective is to get the staff.
Well,
You might
for
want to
now-
like do your whole like read word good thing, because we're probably entering into a Ulathayan proper thing where that might be important.
I would have to wait for 10 minutes again, so
I'm just
that
gonna poke
okay?
this door. Yeah.
That's fine.
Is our yellow brick road still going up to the door? Or when we get to the landing, is it gone?
When you get to the landing, it all becomes this monocolor of white marble. Letting you guys spread out a little bit. Even so far as letting you go to the edge of the landing and look down at the darkness. Which, if some of you were keeping track of, would lead you pretty close to the entrance door as well. As though you're standing above where you initially entered.
Oh, I guess we figured out how that guy died. He probably like fell through and just broke all of his legs. And by all,
He
I mean
was-
both of them.
Kind of like exactly in the middle. I'm thinking he was like flying up, and then someone told him to go down.
Or maybe he just wanted to die in a lonely place.
Confer, are you doing math? What's going on?
Well, I was like, if Yugu knows that the gray is just like fall down, is he like, are you trying to deceive us that it's not? I don't know.
Are you trying to gaslight me?
Okay. Sure.
You can't gaslight me. I'm too stupid for that. We're just gonna
what-
wait for Meager to do his ritual.
Oh, okay. What ritual are you doing?
Another converting languages.
Perfect. You wrap it up. None of you peek inside the wherever this archway is leading you guys to, right?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right.
Not yet.
I heard nopes and a yeah. Who said yeah?
I said
Correct.
yeah, not yet. Like
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
as in correct. We are not doing that yet.
All
Yes,
right,
as in
cool.
no.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Wow.
It's back.
It's fucking
It's
bad.
back, boys.
And it's not fucking deafening, too. Perfect. You can walk on into the room as soon as Meager finishes up his ritual. No big deal. The ritual finishes, and you come to a very odd chamber, Meager. There's a lot of, like, waist-high tables that have dioramas that are made from, like, actual earth and plants. There are, like, spotlights that are currently just, like, hovering basically in the air, since there's no ceiling above you, no true walls around you, just the white marble floor. And you see on these dioramas just little dudes hanging out. It's like you entered a literal, like, game room, in a sense.
What is it?
Warhammer 40k.
Something
Yeah.
something wrong, Meager?
Meager's brain is blasting, it looks like.
Everything is robotic.
What?
What?
Everything is awesome?
Robotic.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team?
Everything was robotic for a second there, and it was just everyone.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
And it died.
So everything that
Oh,
Oh.
That's a good
Fitting.
joke.
Fitting.
Everything dies.
Alexa, play Roblox Death Sound.
you good, bud?
We were.
I don't know. Was that you kicking me out, or
No.
was it?
Oh, you died.
You fucking dropped mid-sentence.
You really just were like, and then
Boom.
I don't know what's happening.
Good whole internet. I love it. Okay. You enter a room filled with dioramas with lights sort of suspending in the air. You had... Well, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but you guys are in the doorway. So what do you do?
Go
we can
in.
enter now that we have comprehend languages, because that's what we were waiting for.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, I can read all languages now.
Okay. 3 of these will take your true attention. Although you see some other ones, they're like, okay, yeah, we got like a river thing going on here, but it's like half complete, not fully built. Then you have like, you know, the world pillar. Who doesn't like a good old world pillar diorama with a little barrow that's just put to its western side, clearly designating someone's tomb. Then you see like high up in the mountains, far to the north, where you can tell there's like, oh, there's like 7 or 8 peaks here that are just hanging out. Which I believe only Runt will immediately connect to the very first Grug fight that you guys had.
Yeah. And he burrowed his fucking way away.
Yeah,
with
you
that
see like
long
a very dark forested valley as well. Where
It was Bepa almost died on that session and then just died the next one.
Should have died chasing that rat.
Yeah, you die chasing around. It's just a walk down memory lane almost, Runt, as you know, mess with a almost plastic or silicone-like dome that's maybe like 2-foot radius, and you can just like put onto this valley diorama. You can lift it, put it down, no big deal.
And this is where my friends died.
True.
And over here is where I saw a bunch of people get turned into bloody putty. That was fun. The only reason we didn't die was because Irithil jumped like 500 feet off of an airship, did a triple somersault, and blasted a bolt of lightning. 60-foot cone down in the line.
God, she's
Something
so
like that.
cool.
She is cool.
She actually helps people?
Yeah, she's actually like really cool when she's not being like, you know, the
A
witch.
None of you
So
say
these are
you owe
this
me a code.
silicon dome. Is it the size of an area, or is it like much larger than a building? Does it look like it
Yeah.
represents some sort of force field
Mm-hmm. Clearly.
over the Grug fight?
No, not the Grug fight. A valley. A forested valley.
Where we've been?
Yeah. Not that Gunther's been there. Runt, Nav, and... Meager? I don't know if Meager was there. I don't think
No.
so. Meager joined with,
Amir?
I don't
No.
even think Nav was there.
Nav was there. He got you through it. He got you through the,
Oh, that was the lightning temple?
yeah, the shadowy
Where
lightning temple.
yeah, where we use darkness to just bypass everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are there
that was
any
fun.
other of these domes?
Yes, there's one that none of you recognize. Most of you don't recognize this, but Runt surely does not recognize this one. This is a diorama of 3 mountains that stand alone from each other. There is a like weird resin lake that separates them all. There are like light trees around the lake, but the mountains are entirely barren of any sort of vegetation. The light that is currently shining on it, maybe to represent the sun, is rising from the east and casting some shadows upon these mountains. And as you look a little bit closer, you can see there's an entrance in the center one, about halfway up of it. A little platform. It's really easy to miss.
So geographically, would we know where this would be on the continent?
I would
If we were to
guess
take
the
out- if we were to take
sanctuary
out a map.
temple.
Yeah.
That seems like a good guess. It
Cool.
faces the sun, its mountain ranges, light forest, lake, and then... I don't know if you hear this. Or if you... No, this isn't written down. You will hear something begin to echo around you as you start, like, fucking with the weird thing. And at first you'll think it's music. And it's just, like, background ambience that is just happening around. Like, someone left the speakers on, like, one tick of, like, sound. And it's just, like, faintly going around you. But Meager, with your spell going on, you can begin to, like, pick up some of these words that are being sung at you. Are you guys ready for, like, 600 words? No.
Oh god, please no.
God.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you begin to hear, as you continue to fixate on this little lake, Meager, some song lyrics. And they say, "High on mountain, between two pillars, there I shall wait for eternal winter. My child or friend, perhaps curious beast, I welcome you in light grown from east. Wait until noon, where you shall find shade, then you shall see my final promenade. Fear not the path that all life walks, then you will find my friend that squawks. Listen to his warning in peace, only then will you find the deceased."
I start singing this song out of key because it's a different language,
Of course.
but in
Just like me.
common.
You sing it exactly like John does.
Yes,
Thank you.
but in a higher pitch because it's Mika's voice.
True.
Huh. So I guess that means we know where the body of the guy is.
Yeah, so wait at noon. When there's shade, go to the shade. Follow the vegetation. Hear a bird squawking, and don't kill it. It might show us the way towards the body.
I kind of get the feeling the squawking bird might be referencing Jerome, or maybe some of
That's
his underlings.
yeah. Might be Jerome, because he's like the Birdman, but it could also be like Meager said, or there's just a crow, a magical crow or some other bird that just shows someone the path if they follow it correctly. Either way, it's good info and definitely something we need to bring back to Irithyll once we get out of here alive. Not if, when. Haha.
The shade should be between two mountains.
Well, there's the 3 mountains on the diorama, right?
Yeah,
And it's like the
yeah.
middle one. That's we go
Between
go
the
to
two
middle one.
mountains. Yeah.
Yeah, between the 2 mountains at the middle one.
The mountain's making a line. Boop, boop, boop.
It's like a triangle
Really making a
formation.
triangle.
Yeah, so like the tip of the triangle is in the middle.
Between
There's,
two
like,
pillars. That's interesting.
Bop, bop.
Well,
Is there
clearly-
another continent? To the southeast?
These dioramas aren't that big. They're
Are they
scenic.
known? I mean, is there anything known to the southeast? By us? As residents of the world?
Wait, like in relation to where you currently are in this dark, voidless chamber?
I mean, it says, well, to the southeast of Klovisa, right? Because it's between two
Oh.
pillars. And if it's in Sanctuary, and the world pillar is there, then if you make a line, there's another pillar. Oh,
You
that's-
only know of one world pillar, if that's what you're going for. I mean, I can take us to the world map real quick. I think that'll help.
I mean, yeah. Is there anything more southeast of this map?
Oh yeah, so yeah. It doesn't just like end off with infinite four. You know, this is like known. What is mapped is currently like known to the people of Klovisa. So like, assumedly, there's more stuff down there, but no one has actually traveled.
Okie dokie.
So apparently over here, there's a lake in between.
I mean, there's a lake here, and then there's this mountain, and that mountain. So I know the marker's over here, but there's literally a lake and 3 mountains right here, under Sanctuary. So this is where I believe it's at, because that's the literal description of it, and there's no lake over here.
You want to go ahead and mark it with a teal little line?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and mark it.
I'll make a little circle even.
Ooh, a little circle. Circles are cool.
Now, which one's teal? Because I'm colorblind. So we're just going to make it this.
It's whatever this color is for you. Yep, that is gray. You are colorblind, aren't you? I never knew
sure
that.
am.
And me too.
Well,
I'm just going to put that circle there.
cool.
Because that's where I think it is.
It works out. Okay.
Now it seems like the chat says, "Will
Is it a
you?"
question? Will you?
I was trying
Will
to do less than
you?
3, but
Yeah, I also put
No.
less than 3, but it didn't show up.
That is an
Yeah, that's fine.
accusation. Will you? Yeah, you look at this diorama and consult your quick handy dandy world map sketch. Yeah. No big deal. Now what? Do you continue to explore this chamber?
Yeah.
maybe the burial grounds of the king is here too.
I'm pretty
It's on
sure
the
that's
wood
exactly what the thing said, Meager, is that's where you find the body of Uletha. That's
Oh, I thought it meant well, because the king's body I thought was buried in the top in like the northern section.
What else is in this room, John?
Kind of red face.
As Rut be super passive aggressive to Meager, the rest of you begin to explore.
I'm trying not to be like, yes, it is very good, Meager. No, he's just like, yeah, nice. I'm glad that you've caught up. But also, if you remember,
Good for you.
Such an ass.
I thought their king was buried in the north after they went along. They wouldn't buried in south, right?
So that was a fucking lie.
I thought it was a different body.
It's fine. We forget things. Information
okay.
gets old.
Happens. But
Poor
also,
note taking, if no note taking. It's just a casualty I've accepted by now.
But also, that's where the third and final component of the spell is. Because, he's this bard, he had the guitar, and he said his last proponent or something is there as well. So we'll be able to complete whatever spell we've been trying to make.
Gunther, you begin to move to more of these tables, some of which are empty, some of which you can find the destroyed remnants of other dioramas, murals, such as, or not murals, just plaster, art supplies, just all sorts of little knickknacks and paddywhacks that just seem to have appeared or have been collected. Just broken and shattered or thrown to the ground. Only their little glowing light stones remain in the air, shining beams of sunlight onto empty tables. You're the first one to pick up on this destruction after John gave you all the vital information you needed to figure out the rest of this campaign puzzle that I've given you. And, well, what do you do with that as you begin to discover all these machinations destroyed?
Sure, I look for, sounds of how long it might have been. Maybe it was recent or not.
Yeah, make a investigation check.
Okay.
And you know what? Since you're never going to use it, you might as well add guidance to this. You guide your
Alrighty then.
eyes with the psilocybin magic. Add a 1d4. The first and only person. Oh, it actually will matter. Oh my god, you get the 15 DC. You begin to shift through the diorama. Just, trying to figure out what broke it. And Gunther, you find, in the center of what may have once been just, terrain, a black fiberglass feather.
Interesting. Hey, fellas, look at this. Feather.
I
Recognize
know
this?
what that is.
What is it?
It's a feather of Jerome.
Oh.
He's black and like an inky, dark black. When you see him, that can only mean a bad omen.
It's like he's been here before us.
Well, we know he's here at least. We got confirmation.
Can you
Yes, indeed.
try and put that diorama back together to see which temple
There's
it
no
was?
way. It is completely destroyed.
What about...
No amount of mending will do it.
what about mending?
It's more than one square foot.
Mend.
What if I use mending for 60 seconds?
You just have to put them together many times. Okay, yeah.
Okay. You begin to follow a trail of destruction that leads you further and further away from the initial tables that were left undamaged. And isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
Why were those ones left there, but all the others are destroyed?
He thinks that he's already been to those temples, and he hasn't been to this one yet.
He is chasing our discovery team. We go somewhere, find some things. He goes after us and gets the leftovers.
Potentially. Or it's the opposite. He's been one step ahead of us, and he wants to make sure that he gets to the final piece before we do.
Doesn't he want us to know?
Yeah, wouldn't he destroy the puzzle piece then?
We have
I
2 out
should
of 3
give-
pieces. He does not.
Maybe he
Don't
wants
destroy
to
all
do
of them.
something. After all, he's existed since the fight with the enemy. He's probably way more aware of its power than us, and how he can misuse it.
Wait, yeah. Actually, this is like huge idea. No? He is there, and he is waiting for us to show up and take us, take our knowledge, make us kill the king, something like this.
Maybe. Maybe the song was played was a little bit of a trap. Maybe if we go and we peaceably deal with this Jerome creature, and that's how he gets us.
That he was the one who played the song? It was a magic
Yeah.
mouth or a different spell?
Yeah, something like that. Or maybe he really likes this diorama.
Huh, well, not the ones he smashed.
He's got a soft spot for these ones in particular.
Wait, Nav did say he met a powerful creature at the World Pillar, yeah? Out of respect, maybe, a resting place for that one? And then this other one, the resting place for the Eulytheans?
Gosh.
There is a long and complicated history, it seems, between the Ulathaeans, the Alventori, and the Foul Ones. Sometimes I feel like it goes over my head, and it's just kind of like weird drama bullshit that's more or less irrelevant, and just them having long-standing feuds.
Well, we are kind of backing one of those feuds, at least. If not two.
Everyone's eyes turn to Nav for a moment. Before you guys come up to the first fork in the road. The first real fork in the road. On one hand, there's the same kind of archway situation going on. Just beautiful white stone. The same kind of stone you saw when you first entered and got this quest started 37 sessions ago. And then, on the right, on your option number 2, as it were, is this terrible-looking briar that seems to just be coming into existence from the void itself and leading, or like shaping itself into a new archway.
And what's on the left side?
The white stone archway.
Huh.
Yeah, and time to consult the early notes. Wait a minute.
Welcome
my
to
10
the Briar Land.
I take
Or
my
do we
10-foot
just wanna
pole and I
claim the
poke
first?
into the ground of the newly forming one.
Say that
See if
again?
anything happens. I'm taking the 10-foot pole and I'm poking the floor of like the newly forming like ground, the briar.
Yeah.
That's appearing before us. To see if my pole goes through it.
No, it doesn't go through, but it does catch on the briar a little bit. Like, it's a physical plant that you were, like, pulling apart.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think it's an illusion. At least not from what I can tell.
It'd be a really good one, if it was.
You said briar, and I heard brazier, and so I was thinking of a fire pit.
Ah.
Well, any ideas? I can't see any difference between these two. Well,
One's warm and inviting, the other one is a thicket. That leads to fucking a sleeping princess or something.
no difference.
Those are two different pictures.
These are the same picture.
Can't tell them apart.
I'm very observant, keen and noticing fine differences. I don't know. Anybody?
Oh, Mika, do you have your suicide drone? Yeah, is that a thing you do still?
No,
Oh, yeah.
I lost it.
White marble leading to both of them?
No. The white marble floor doesn't lead anywhere now. It's just the entire floor itself is white marble. The briar, after a little bit of like, maybe like 2 or 3 inches from where this plant is clearly growing from outside this void, is seemingly dirt. Like this dark, muddy dirt. The white stone archway continues on with more floor beyond it, though.
Here's a brand new idea. I'm gonna take out my bow, my special little bow, and I'm gonna look at the little flowers, the green vines that are on it, because I know this is an Ulathaean bow, and do they look similar to what's on my bow?
Not really.
Semblance?
Yours are like decorative, more so than like a living plant. These are like living plants that you can physically tear at. If it were a magical one, it'd just be static and like hold the same shape. Very similar in that they both depict plants, I guess.
Wow.
Plants are plants.
Oh,
Plants
Next
are
green. Green.
Unga bunga.
Unga bunga green.
Well, if the Briar has been just grew. Does that mean that Drome didn't go this way?
They didn't grow as we were standing here. They had been grown before, right?
Yeah.
They didn't.
They are present.
Any signs of tracks in either direction?
What is search?
Yeah. With your passive perception, you can see there are some like markings in the dirt. Yeah.
Okay. There's some people might have been this way.
Well, then those people are from here. They are Jerome, his men, whatever
aren't-
he takes with him.
Aren't we trying to track those people and wait for them to break down a barrier of sorts so we could then murderize them and take everything?
All right, let's go then.
Yeah, we want to follow the people actually.
All right.
Because they should know where
Vamonos,
they're
let's
going.
go.
Who's first?
I want to be last.
I will.
I'll go first this
I
time.
will stealth. Okay.
Gunther goes first.
Go
Probably
third.
followed by Runt, Nav, Meager, Yugo. But you guys rush forward into this briary forest. It winds and winds in weird natural paths and patterns. It gets darker as well. The light from the beautiful / reflecting flooring behind you now long gone. Once more, you rely on old trusty, the thing you've held in reserve for so long, your good old flashlight, or the light cantrip, more likely at this point.
The light cantrip on the flashlight.
Double the light. And you guys run and rush, or not just run, but sneak / hurry after potential enemies.
I would like to
Yeah.
sneak.
I would like to stealth up.
You all begin to
And
stealth
others.
forward. Oh, and you will find the ending point, I suppose. A weird tree that just has briar wrapped all around it, and in the very top bit, there's like a 4-foot wide nest of some kind of bird that has been nesting here. It's empty, but, you know, it's maybe
You're
like
still-
10 feet
still-
up.
Till nighttime?
You don't see the sky, no.
Do we see any? Is there? Okay.
You
Okay,
have the only
alright.
light source at all.
Yeah,
Does
that's
the
fair.
tree have any greenery on it?
It is completely devoid of all life. Long withered, perhaps petrified.
Alright, boys. It's time to stealth up.
Make mode
Good.
activated.
Sneak phone activated.
My
Give it a
quick
stealthy go.
cast?
So is it just like this big fuck off room that's just a wide open space with the tree and
No.
the nest?
You have maybe like 10 total feet of wiggle room before you get snagged on Briar. So all of you are kind of like squeezing right now, or like shifting the plants a little bit as quietly as you can. But the nest is only 10 feet high. You would notice if something's there. If
Okay.
anything's ambushing you, it's going to be in the thicket probably. That you're already
Do we see a
wrestling.
roof at all?
No. Just void above you. Walls. You're kind of in like a hedge maze, just made out of briar. Which is
but
terrifying to think
Want
about.
to climb up? Maybe look in the nest, sit in it, see if someone comes and snatch. You know.
Okay. I'm gonna make this spell.
What type of Dark Souls logic is this?
Right?
Front
I'm just
climbs
gonna
into Vanessa.
Go through the
Hunkers
Yeah,
down.
I'm just gonna scroll across the ground on all fours and just fucking Spider-Man spider climb up this tree and get into the nest and see what I see.
Oh yeah, you've got a climb speed, don't you?
I sure do. I'm a thief.
You can easily find purchase on this petrified tree, because as soon as you begin touching it, you create purchase on this tree. It is not
Crunch?
that strong. It crunches underneath your fingertips, yes. It's brittle like paper mache that's been dried out in the sun.
Crispy.
You will clamber on up, and then at the nest itself now, you can see some carvings have been made. And these carvings hurt your eyes, Runt, to look at. You, like, take one look at them, and then you just feel this stinging sensation in your irises. And you are, like, obligated to look away.
Here, take
I,
my
like-
sunglasses.
Can I, like, touch them without looking at them? Like, have them in my peripheral, or I'm like, like trying to grab them while not looking at them?
You want to grab carvings?
Or
Like
like,
they
are they carved? Like, I'm assuming you mean like.
You
are
know
they,
how, like,
carved?
you in cartoons, you, like, see the big heart shape and then, like, L plus
Okay,
A
I was
or
thinking
whatever?
of like, for some reason I was thinking of like a slab of wood,
No.
just a slab of wood with a carving, and I could pick it up like it was like a stone tablet made of wood. That's what I
No,
was
like,
thinking.
someone took a pocket knife and, like, etched into the tree trunk itself.
Okay,
Weird markings that burn your eyes.
if that's the case, then I'm gonna take a dagger and just basically do the equivalent of taking a pen and scribbling over someone else's initials with my dagger.
You're gonna destroy the writing?
Right? Why?
I mean,
I can read it. I have climb speed.
it hurts to look at, right? That means it's bad.
You okay, Nav?
Mm-hmm.
Just along for the ride? You look tired there, like you were falling asleep.
No, I don't know. The past like 45 minutes, I've felt like decent, and then it just went like here.
I'm sorry. Thanks for toughing it through. Okay, Runt. What do you do?
What exactly am I feeling to make it like hurt? Is it just like pure pain? Is it like
Yeah,
a
it's
healing
pain.
sensation?
Uh-huh. It's not draining hit points or anything.
But like, why does it hurt though?
Fuck, man. Maybe
Hey,
consult a
that's too
physician.
real.
Seek a priest.
Can I perhaps make some sort of attempt to
Arcana
discern the magical nature of these scribblings?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Cool. 21.
Fuck.
Ooh.
That's pretty good for disadvantage.
That's
Let's
not bad.
Alright.
Finally, after all, it's been 10,000 years.
Runt,
Learn.
while being just around and having cursory knowledge / expertise, and and arcane thing, is Runt just a hobby enthusiast of magic? Has he just
that was literally like his backstory, his background that I gave you. Like he's a nerd who's like more like he's literally like the best way I can describe him is he's literally like a Twitch viewer. Like he never plays the video
okay.
games he watches, but he knows of them because he
Yeah.
watches his favorite streamers.
No, it's
That's
true.
him, but with magic.
I understand. I watch the GSL and ASL StarCraft tournaments from Korea. I get you 100%, Runt. You, much like how anyone who watches pro gamers do their thing. Shit, someone just messaged me. Oh, I'm triggered. You, Runt, consult your memory bank. You think back of your... I don't know. I guess you would have looked up the foul ones at some point. But you know that some languages, or magical languages, physically hurt as just due to their natural magic. Just the letters themselves are the components to spells or other kind of sorceries or other magical effects. and it seems like someone has written in a foul tongue.
Ron's gonna get on his communicator and whisper, "Hey guys, there's some like foul language up here. I think I'm gonna get rid of it."
He pulls out a knife.
Wait,
I
you
pull out
can read
2
it.
knives. No, Meager, it literally hurts you to look at.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, I mean it's almost too painful to look at. In fact,
Yeah, that's
some
how
would say
studying is, right?
no. I mean, I'm literally going to stab you if you look at these.
Why?
And like in terms
Why?
not like as like a metaphorical thing, I would stab you, but it feels like I'm stabbing you, but I'm not actually going to stab you.
But are you dying?
No, okay. So it feels
Ibby,
like
can you just
someone
let
is
him
stabbing
read
you.
it? Can you just let him read it?
This is just
Come on,
John
man.
coming out.
Come on, please.
I mean, he can if you. Sure. Come up here and try it. If something stabs you, or you lose your eyesight, it's not my problem.
You like watching him in pain, don't lie.
Please don't stab my eyes.
I'm telling you that I'm not going to. It's whatever you're reading is going to. But go ahead and climb up here, bud.
Just
I'll
go
stick
read the
around.
fucking thing.
I'll go and climb the other side of where he climbed. Understanding as soon as I started to climb how brittle this thing is, like, is it safe for 2 people to be on it at the same time?
I don't know. I mean, I'm
I'll-
like half a person, right? Both morally and physically.
I think you're 100% a person.
Aww. I'll climb up.
Yeah. You clamber up, you see the arcane runic sigils, and you're like, oh yeah, that really hurts.
Wow, what a surprise!
What does it say?
You can't read it.
The
Wow.
comprehend languages is so hot?
Indeed. You need to do one extra step. You need to learn this language, Meager.
Really?
Yeah. You think a first level spell's all powerful just because John likes to force players to use it? Fuck you. How dare you, Orion? You think I'm a sellout? Go learn a magical tongue. But perhaps you have a Rosetta Stone now. Because there are no writings of the foul tongue anywhere that you can find.
Like a charcoal rubbing.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I have chalk.
So I'll cover with a piece of paper and use like. No, I have ink, so it doesn't really work.
I have chalk.
Oh yeah, I'll use your chalk. So I'll get the carving size and all that on the piece of paper.
Damn, should have broken it.
John is thinking,
Should've
does the piece of
scribbled it
paper
out.
hurt you now?
It works perfectly fine. Perhaps it's due to the dryness of the bark, acting almost like a rock, or maybe just gentle hands rule this land, for you don't accidentally push your entire hand into the paper and immediately destroy the writings, but you are able to quickly get a rub in.
Yeah, people always say I have soft hands.
I pushed Meager out of the nest.
He falls, suffering 2d6 fall damage. No, 1d6 fall damage. It's 10 feet. You suffered 2 damage. Get wrecked, Meager. Runt,
Did
It's
that
gonna hurt
break
one
the
way or
points?
another.
do you destroy the carving, Runt, to get the catharsis
Yeah.
you want? Okay, cool.
Yes. I fucking start. Take 2 daggers and just start fucking scribbling through all of the lines.
You have completed the optional quest. Congratulations.
Hooray!
Did that have 5 temporary hit points?
No.
No. Okay, so I don't know where that came
That
from.
was from the ship fight when you had heroism, which would have
Ah,
disappeared
yep,
like
you're
several
right.
days ago.
True, Mr. Underground. Very true. You guys can abscond. You leave. Whatever foul language or note or message was left here, indecipherable for now. But maybe Meager can figure out something cool in the future. And then speak Parcel Tongue or Mordor Orc.
So we backtrack to the fork in the road?
Yeah.
Let's go the other way.
You go the other way. You see stairs. Oh, beautiful stairs. And not just any kind of mystical bullshit stairs, but real stairs made of wood. And as you begin to clamber up them, well, I guess we can take another short break here. As you begin to see sunlight beyond. And we'll take a quick break. See you guys here in a sec. Woo! Why, hello everyone, we're back. Thank you all so much for your patience. But as the team ascends, breaks through a simple trap door, they find themselves somewhere. Somewhere nice. Somewhere beautiful. Somewhere sunny. How long have you guys been in here? Like, an hour? 2 hours at most? You're definitely not in the city, you think to yourselves, as you begin to clamber up into this idyllic-looking glade. Well, what do you do?
Look around.
Oh, look around.
Yeah.
Does this look very similar to the same Mulathan temple that was in the north, where it was that giant dais that we were on?
No?
Oh.
You are in a forest. There's like a, 30-foot side or 30-foot wide pond to your immediate left, where some, animals are doing animal things. A fish jumps out, flicks its tail, throws spray at bugs so that it can eat the bugs. There's some trees around you. The sun is out. The sun is warm. It's beautiful. It's great. Everyone feels the warmth of the summer sun, except for Nav, who feels nothing but cold steel around his abdomen and body.
Is it directly overhead, the sun? Is it noon?
No, it is not. It is... Well, it could be. Let's find out. Where are you, my D8? There's one. There's two. Yeah, it's a later afternoon. How's cloud coverage? Let's ask ourselves. How is cloud coverage? Oh my god, it is a magnificent, clear day. Not a cloud in the sky. It's a beauty to behold. The sky goes on forever and ever and ever.
Do we smell the smell of the ocean? As if we're next to an ocean, or...
No.
Salty? But yeah.
No ocean smells at all.
If we turn around, or if Nav turns around, what's the So we walked up this stairwell.
Mm-hmm. You
and
went from
came
a
out
great,
into this forest.
the interior of a great lake. You went into a museum that wasn't even on the lake itself. And somehow, without ever leaving it, you're now in a forest.
Right. If he turns around, is the entryway to the stairwell still there?
Let's see if someone didn't get out yet. Everyone got out, my luck dice says. So no, it's not. You just got Narnia'd. Oh no, Nav.
So
You've heard
it's just
tales.
it's just another part of the forest behind us.
Yeah, you popped out of this weird shrub, and it was obscuring, so you moved it aside, and you started climbing out one after each other. And none of you wanted to get separated, because, weird magic is afoot. And before you know it, yip, scop, hippity hop, you go back to the bush, and the door is gone.
Fuck.
Guys, I think we failed.
No, I think we are closer to our goal than ever. Yeah. Is there any foot traffic we can see on the ground? There's trails.
Yeah,
or
make
actual
a
foot traffic?
survival check, Yugo. You're an outdoorsy guy.
Can I
Right.
look for a really tall tree to climb to see what I can... See if there's something I can, see by climbing to the top of it?
I don't think you'll need to, as Mr. Will, also known as Yugu, finds some very clear tracks. You find a single set of footprints. Boots. Of an average-sized person.
Someone has beat us here. They went that way.
Yes, they head
How
south.
long it's been?
You don't get a time with 12. But
Wait, Runt, climb back down.
I didn't climb up yet.
Oh
Oh,
wait, no, actually, yeah. Go up and look south. See if you see anything.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up and look in the general direction of the tracks.
you climb up with your agile body, You get to the very top of the canopy. You find out that the top of canopies are mostly leaves, so you have to figure out a place to stand on a branch and then skedoodle your way through the canopy and peek out. Normally this ends in failure, but John is feeling lenient today. You are on an incline, and on this incline you get to see the beauty of this valley you're in, currently hidden behind the forest that surrounds your party members. You just watch endless trees, oaks and elms and Dedicaceous? Non-coniferous. Yes, that word.
Deciduous.
Deciduous trees, thank you. Just stretching onward and outward in a southbound direction. In a valley. It's cool. There are mountains around.
I
None of
assume
them
that means I
Sorry?
assume that means I don't see any people.
No.
Any, probably
be
covered by all of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But that's neat. Any interesting landmarks? Like hills or mountains?
Yeah, give me a perception check. There are mountains all around you, baby.
Okay.
None of them are snow-capped. Most of them are forested.
17.
You see far to your south a big old bird flying around.
How big of a bird?
It's too far away. It's maybe, 100 or so miles.
Oh.
It could
so
be.
It's 100...
Yeah.
Damn, that's a
It
big
could be a
bird.
pretty big, maybe the biggest bird, you think, Runt. Or maybe you're just bad at distances, and maybe it's actually like 20 miles away, and it's just like a seagull or something. It's hard to tell, man.
I don't think I can see a seagull from 20 miles
You
away.
can see a seagull if you
Damn.
try. You have halfling eyes. Don't get on to me.
It's a magic universe. Shut up.
I have special...
Welcome to the Special Eyes crew. Your brand.
Oh, while I'm climbing down, or as I'm seeing this, I'll get on my communicator and say, I see a big-ass fucking bird over there, boys.
In that Strom?
In the direction of the tracks. It's like circling, and it's big and it's scary.
Super scary.
I don't know how
Hobbits
far
are
away it is
naturally
exactly.
afraid of birds, such as
This is
eagles.
true.
Let's do this.
See, like, a house? A campfire? Anything like that?
Do I? Or do I just see the natural landmarks? Okay.
You see the big bird.
I see hills and mountains and that big fuck off bird in the way distance.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't see any people, but I see a lot of trees and I see a big valley. Heading towards the track would be heading in this valley. So that's kind of neat.
Well, come down here then. I guess it's time we follow this guy.
Okay. I climb down and rejoin.
Yeah. You climb down. The team is together. Your course is seemingly set. Follow the tracks. How hard could it be? You think to yourselves. You start
don't say
heading
that.
downward. And although it's early, we're going to stop our session here. And we are going to single out a player character. Just for a little while.
Just for 20 minutes.
We're gonna have a little vignette. As we fade out on the Discovery team, heading southbound on the rest of their journey, not knowing where exactly it will take them, we flash forward several years into the future. Coming out of a mountain, moving a boulder, much like how Big Jeezy himself did it to escape, comes a three-fingered insectoid man. Two-fingered? Two and a thumb?
What?
Yeah. Five? Something happened to your fingers.
Like, oh no!
You got fucked up in the
Shooting
metamorphosis.
Kushim, you see light for the first time in what feels like half a century. You have been hanging out with your maker, apparently, named Carthoon, the Lich of Insects. All insects, apparently. Who you find out made you and sent you out into the world so that he could work and see through you. You have been acting as you have for who knows how long. That Screech Beast, also known as your paralysis partner, turned out to be like the psychic connection of you and Carthoon himself. Just interfering with your mind, hanging out, watching you, spectating you. You would have met him, well, you would have met little him popping out of your little carapace the day you met the Herald. But it's been so long now that all that's in the past. The God War is over for you, Kushim. It was that moment. You left the war. It was way too violent. But what were Kushim's, like, parting thoughts then? As he thinks back and looks at a brand new world.
Parting thoughts.
What did he think about when it came to, like, leaving his friends behind? Because we gave, out of character, we gave you a lot of grief. But, it was, well, he lived. So, it was clearly the correct choice.
Past is the past. Hard feelings. We'll call most of them friends still. Interested to discover new secrets.
Well,
I mean, he's not a complex little dude.
he's not complex, no. It's probably one of the greatest draws of Kushim, without a doubt. I guess I'll immediately open the floor to our other out-of-character players here about questions for Kushim, where you wanted to take him, whatever sort of, like, things we can kind of, like, wrap up out of the story, now that he's no longer a part of it. So if anyone has anything they want to say, speak up.
Whatever happened to your son?
He was emancipated.
Yeah, but what happened to him after that?
Oh, I don't
Like
know.
you're now like attributed
Now's
to
the
the
time to
states.
decide.
Oh.
True.
Okay, but that's not Kushim. That's not for Kushim to decide. That's the whole
No,
point
I'm
of
asking for you, like John. Like, what do you think his son would have done? Like,
That's not my
character.
character. That's John's. I know. Okay. Okay.
What were Kushim's hopes for his child?
Well, what would the child have done? I feel like the child would have gone to. I don't know. Sir, does Forge of Alvin have an army?
Yeah.
Would have gone into standing militia and army and in the ranks, become a grunt, do some things. Anything that doesn't have to do with rock.
During their later
So you mean
years.
your paternal abandonment fucked up your child so bad that he just became a grunt for his life.
Yeah, but then like if he makes it through the army, maybe after I don't know, like a couple 10, 20 years or something, he comes to realize and it's not so bad. Maybe he'll take up his own interest in history.
Because he was adopted, right?
Yeah.
The son was?
Yeah, definitely. There's no way Kushim had sex.
Look at him. Listen to him.
I actually had like a
Understand.
Punnett square. I had a Punnett square for our original Discovery team, and it was knows what sex is, had sex, doesn't know what sex is, and I had knows what sex is, had sex was Nav, doesn't know what sex is but had sex was Kushim because I didn't know he was adopted, and then knows what sex is but didn't have sex was Runt, and then did know what sex was and didn't have sex was fucking Bird's character.
Ever? Or Revik?
Revik.
Yeah, get fucked, Brood, you piece of shit. I know you're a no.
I feel like Kushim would have still been sending like rock messages to all his friends, including Sever and Zaf, Jewel,
Yeah.
and everyone. Probably the
Wow.
Tyrant too. Probably would have given away like secrets of the Blazing Star.
How'd this get in my mailbox? Ants put it there, apparently.
Hello, friend Tyrant. I learned all these interesting new things with my friend Neat, who they gave me back.
Yeah, exactly.
Who else had questions for Kushim the character more so than John the player to his character?
How many copies of Geologist Jizz does he have stacked up, collected over the years?
The greatest secret known to man shall never be spent.
Well, I'm not so good at counting past 350. So
There were apparently a lot of issues. Some random rock enthusiasts just kept publishing. Think how much more Kushim will have to like catch up on, being 50 years. Yeah, something to look forward to.
present is the present.
Yeah.
So much.
Would have Kashim like send in his own article for Geologist Jizz?
Ooh.
We can write under a pseudonym as a Bushim, rock enthusiast.
Yeah.
Sure, the famous editorials of Geologist Jizz. Yeah, Kushim was a frequent writer, never featured.
Except once. What was that one time? What was the subject matter?
The one time was on the subject of new basalt
Oh.
in the ocean, and just putting words together one at a time. And yeah, Kushim visited Mokapuni, right? And
Yeah.
all that. And yeah, you
One
wrote
day.
about Mokapuna, saying that it was a great place for geologist jizzers to come over, as they're called.
Jizzers? Yep.
The
Yeah.
Jizzers.
Yeah, the jizzers.
Go out to the
Okay.
Jizzers in the chat.
Calm down. That is non-canonical.
Can we get some jizzers in the chat?
They are
Is that
all
how you do it?
enthusiasts.
Yeah, that's what Kushim calls them, the jizzers. So yeah, inviting all jizzers to come to Mokapuni, and you know,
By
Sure.
then, it's like halfway under
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah, for the annual Jizz conference, right?
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Well, look at all these
JizzCon?
new rocks floating
Yeah,
to the
it's-
surface.
Yeah, it's the JizzCon, annual JizzCon.
Oh shit! Does that mean that all of Temer's efforts to no, we're not gonna. He wants to save
Oh,
Mokapuni
is
so
Temer a
bad.
jizzer?
Temer is a jizzer, yes. It's confirmed. He reads Geologist Jizz in real life. Does anybody have anything else for good old
Oh.
Kushi?
Do you ever figure out about the moon?
Ooh.
I think that will be the kind of like riding off into the sunset, the greatest rock to ever grace, known man. It's out of reach. Maybe that will be what Kushim dedicates the rest of his life to learning.
Going to the moon.
He's going to the moon.
To the moon, baby.
Uh, kind of to wrap up the scene as Kushim walks into the sunlight of a new era, a new age, no matter how the God War eventually ends. Is there any, final thoughts he wants to sort of let out into the world so that it can one day echo throughout time?
Oh, that's really not his style. Definitely more of a, everything comes and goes. So, I try and preserve what you've said. Just let it go to the wind.
Well, not writing a final message on a rock, because all rocks are pretty and sacred, and why would you ever deface them? Ever, right?
He says, having written
He
maps
says-
on rocks.
Getting...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I have my own.
Yeah,
It's
let's
on
get the
my
rocks.
desk.
Yeah.
Let me go grab my rock. I'll
I
bring it
feel
back.
like yours doesn't have writing on it, John. Was this all one rock? Oh my god, it
Oh,
has
it
writing
does.
on it. Guys, ooh, there we go.
Just put them all up there, so it's just
Yeah.
a big
Ron has-
sea of rocks.
Ron has to get his rock.
Right?
Look at all these
All right,
rocks.
come on.
There we go.
I think my rock's
Come
the
on,
biggest.
Jizzers.
Hell yeah. Jizzers.
Come on, Scissors, get off on this.
All right, Jizzers.
Kushim walks off into the sunset to explore a brand new world, no longer at war with itself. He leaves no message behind, and one day, perhaps an action of his will echo out, or maybe just the sentiment of things come, things go, and eventually, when we all do, we can only hope to leave something behind. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us for this somewhat special, very rough start episode of City States of Klovisa, ; the God War, Discovery Team, Session 39, something, I forget the title. John, thank you so much for joining us for this journey that has almost cost you an entire year of time. I can't thank you enough. And we're gonna miss you.
Thank you,
I have a
John.
message for John. But you please go first.
Everyone say your goodbyes. Get them out there. It's going on YouTube.
I just have to say, it's been 1 year.
Wow.
I'm just gonna say, John, thank you actually for being our guiding compass for a lot of this. I think of us 4 idiots in and out with Miga were together alone. Terrible things would have happened. We would have gone nowhere. Nothing would have gotten done. So actually, thank you for leading us morally, at least.
It's just the role to take, right? I think someone else would have done it if it was in the wet blanket.
Everyone kind of winces.
Maybe not. Okay,
Maybe not.
Well, we do have runts and.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a yikes, my guy.
And
Well, with that, ooh, and yikes, and all of our final farewells. Guys, we will be seeing you tomorrow with the Caveman team, then the Saturday team, and then maybe something on Sunday. If we're feeling a little 1 out of 100. I'm not sure. But have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. And as always, don't die. Peace out. Woo!
Bye.
Bye.